In this video, we'll learn how to use the sine rule to find missing sides of triangles. Unlike the normal SOHCAHTOA trigonometry, which only works for right-angled triangles, the sine rule applies to all of them. At the end of the video, we'll also show you a bonus question which catches lots of people out and show you how to avoid falling into the same trap. Okay, so for any triangle with angles capital A, B and C, and opposite sides small a, small b and small c, we have a special ratio called the sine rule, which is sine A over A is equal to sine B over B is equal to sine C over C. Now when written like this with sine A, sine B and sine C on the top, we use the rule to find missing angles. However, in this video, we'll be using the sine rule to find missing sides. And we do this by flipping the sine rule to get A over sine A equals B over sine B equals C over sine C. This puts the sides on the top, making missing lengths much easier to find. Right, so let's see an example. Find the missing side x, give your answer to 2 decimal places. Right, so let's see the method. It helps to label the sides and angles before using the flipped sine rule. So side A is opposite angle A, side B is opposite angle B. Then we simply substitute these values into the flipped sine rule to find x. Note that we only need to use the A and B parts of the rule because we're only given 2 angles and 2 sides. Side C or angle C is not mentioned. So we start by writing A over sine A equals B over sine B, and this becomes x over sine 105 equals 8 over sine 40. And this is because the 105-degree angle is opposite the side x, and the 40-degree angle is opposite the side that's 8 centimeters. Now, x over sine 105 is the same as x divided by sine 105, and sine 105 is just a number, so we can multiply both sides by sine 105 to get x equals 8 over sine 40 times sine 105. And this can be entered directly into a calculator. So if you press the fraction button and then press 8, then press the down button and enter sine 40 into the denominator space, making sure to press the right bracket button at the end. Finally, press the right directional button and enter times sine 105 before closing the brackets and pressing equals to get an answer of 12.02 centimeters when rounded to 2 decimal places. Okay, so before moving on to an example for you to practice, an important point. You must make sure to close any brackets on your calculator, otherwise you will get an error. Right, now it's your turn. Here is an example for you to practice. Find the length of the side labelled x, give your answer to 1 decimal place. Follow the method from the last question shown here on the right hand side. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, so here is the answer. Again, it helps to label the sides and angles. Side A is opposite angle A and side B is opposite angle B. Substitute the values into the flipped sine rule to find x. So A over sine A equals B over sine B. So x over sine 38 is equal to 7.5 over sine 42. And that's because the 38-degree angle is opposite the side x and the 42-degree angle is opposite the side that's 7.5 centimeters. Right, now multiply both sides by sine 38 to get x equals 7.5 over sine 42 multiplied by sine 38, which when entered into a calculator will get you 6.9 centimeters, correct to 1 decimal place. And as a bonus, here is one more slightly challenging question as promised, requiring an extra step that can catch some people out. Find the length of the missing side labelled x. Give your answer to 2 decimal places. Pause the video now if you'd like to have a go. Okay, so before seeing the answer, we'll let you know where people go wrong with this. And where they go wrong is they forget that sides and angles must be opposite one another. to use the sine rule. In this triangle, the 39-degree angle is not opposite the side labelled x. So here is the answer. What we need to do is first find that angle that is opposite x. And we do this by using the fact that angles add up to 180. So, 67 plus 39 is equal to 106. And 180 minus 106 is equal to 74. This is our missing angle, let's call it A. And since this angle is opposite x, we have all the information we need to use the sine rule. Substituting into the sine rule, A over sine A equals B over sine B, we have x over sine 74 equals 13.4 over sine 67. Multiplying both sides by sine 74, we get x equals 13.4 over sine 67 times sine 74, which when entered into a calculator gets us 13.99 centimetres, correct to 2 decimal places. Thank you for watching, I hope you got those correct. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment below if you have any suggestions for future videos, subscribe so you get notified when the next video is out, and feel free to share with your friends if you think it would be helpful.